Hey. No, outside the picky day, so one picky day sign away not that it's one for promote. What they call it, for puller. Not say, hey, send it outside, And this can go up here, look it out now. No, it's on this again here. As for the city to the inside there, and the place inside, the one of us, this one go. This are looking down, and then this small slider happy now. This now looking town up this by Wongotong here. I think this incident happened this morning. This spot, they can cover 2 posts there. We don't fall dead of I think like about 5 people that are left inside this box. We right now with the type of food. Now look it up by Libawataya. My cow by Masari Lane. I think this tier don't happen now. We will try for first and we will get too much material. So we call on the Fire Force team. For the car, food and the car every. Okay, is the go park na Al Kudus. But the car by Al Kudus, you park down there. So the team go up now. When I call on this number 077 86 34 10. Me and my man's the talk CSV. Please, you come by look in town. Yeah. By Al Kudus, and then the Moscow go stop. Then the Moscow come by Al Kudus stop there. Yeah, the team go up.
This is the route from Upgon for Kandong Bome. Now, no more to Kandong for pass here presently because the water don't cause a lot of problem. As you see before, you find out say the road don't already block because one of the biggest stick will be in Timap now this Bome. Don't for them, it block the road. Motukano they pass from Ferry Junction now for Can Upgon. Neither Motukano they come up from Upgon for Cam na Ferry Junction. And they go to church now at the Waka because no Motukano they because of this thing we don't happen. Motukano they pass now. And they manage for pass by the old road. But as you can see now, you see the stick wheel they don't cross the road from the one point to the other. They're not able to get any way for them to pass or go to the next side. The water they everywhere. As you see, the water don't flood the street, and this stick self don't come for them, don't block the entire road from that building to the end. So as you see, road not the presently for pass go na Ferry Junction. You see the tick, wait for them because a lot of damage. This rain don't cause a lot of destruction this morning. This not the tip we don't for them as you see the one building to the other building. Wait no more the water. Already back up the banding. All the pan and let me play the pan.
Water cut the bridge. Material, so they call on the first team.
At least 5 people have been reported dead and several others injured or missing as torrential rain hits the Sierra Leonean capital, Freetown. A heavy downpour that started early morning on Sunday, August 28, left parts of the city flooded, as residents are forced to abandon their homes in search of safer spots. Several buildings have been reportedly collapsed. A mudslide occurred in Looking Town, a suburb in Kissy in the east end of the city, where 5 people reportedly died when 2 houses were buried under mud. The Office of National Security, ONS, confirmed in a statement. Images shared on social media show volunteer youths digging to remove bodies and rescue people still alive from under destroyed homes. Residents in the community managed to remove 5 people from the rubble. 4 of them had already died, and the remaining one, a child, aged 7, was rescued alive and taken to the Rokupa Government Hospital, the ONS says. It lists about half a dozen other communities that were reportedly affected by flooding. They include Kanike, Culbert, Kaningo and Tengbe Town, where houses and major roads were reportedly flooded, leaving residents trapped in the raging waters and their properties destroyed. According to the agency, in Brook Street, a perimeter fence collapsed on a building which left some people trapped inside. And in Cassava Farm on Leicester Road, a building collapsed due to the rain. However, no casualties were reported there. Sunday's incident followed days of downpours across the city. The area where the landslide occurred is situated below a hilltop. Authorities have warned people living in such disaster-prone areas to take precautionary measures. The Sierra Leone Meteorological Agency, SLMET, warned of further rains. It says that owing to the rainfall recorded for few days, the water level had increased in most areas and that it would result to flooding in most parts of the city. We hereby urge everyone to take the necessary precautions as advised by SLMET and NDMA National Disaster Management Agency, the SLMET said in a statement. The Communications Department of the NDMA did not provide any detail when contacted by Mano reporters. Meanwhile, there are concerns about the slow pace of official response to the disaster. By midday, only 4 of the bodies from the landslide had been removed from underneath the remains of the destroyed homes. Volunteer rescue workers were still struggling to remove the 5th body. And there was no ambulance available to take the bodies and injured to hospital. A fire service vehicle was forced to leave behind a body after taking 3 for lack of space. In another scene in a different location, people were seen on top of their roofs as their homes are flooded down below, waiting for help. A major traffic was occasioned after uprooted trees blocked a major highway between Upgun and Ferry Junction in eastern Freetown.
Hello viewers, welcome to Salon News. Me na Bintiatu Esther Banguya. As we all know, for the past years now, wey e come to rain season business, most especially inside the month of August. If we can remember all the disaster the way they can happen na inside the month of August. And then 2-3 days here so, we see Usai rain become heavily. Now that make today we pass the camera na the Congo town wharf for can find out how this rain don't affect them. And when we can meet the youth man them and some of the stakeholders them na the community. Then talk to we and tell we waiting this rain don't cause for them. I began to talk to some of the community people them where this rain don't disturb greatly from yesterday to today.
From 8 o'clock, we can afford 9 for young people and under some the eat and we the plant here. Wait for the nobody know that. Nobody from all my one, we all my going sign now, then later now, this second one we can do and shift.
When the water, not the water, because presently, banking and they go on at the salon, where they compress the water. And when they compress, the more the water they get, more trouble by you. And we not get anything for sale. We not go talk to them or do anything until government set mobilize do anything to do for that. Because until this time, you know, they ever they get from the way reaching at this level themselves now. But like at the south side, this right now, I live in court. And this area, this inside area, nobody knows the without government. And they all my experience as construction. So I don't get that money there, but it's not now before we are able to see this money at the government. It's coming for us, so we have to see. Government open have the individual.
And they began to tell me, say, yesterday around 8 o'clock, where the rain starts for camp, then be sit down under the tree. Outside they see breeze, they can heavily, and rain self, they can small. They say the thick first cuts and calm cover. Outside one woman they sell cooking. Then after which they all begin run. Then they see the dirty cuts, stone begin come. But they began to tell me, say, God so good, nobody no lost in life. But as for the property there, then destroy. because the side right now what map we dey talk so dem say na people dem host dem the day wey the dirty don cover, and dem also tell me say dem be get wetin dem call club or ghetto na this particular side who side the dirty don cover, and dem be get cookery seller and other business people dem wey dem dey do business. And as una dey see this side side the dirty cover so, dem also tell me say na the main entrance for this place for go down na the other side, and the camera be get for go down back and watch for more of wetin the rain cause, the problems dem wey the rain cause. The other side wey una dey see so, we see outside the concrete be get for cut and calm down, and I be get for talk to one of the landlord back wey tell me say this na something wey don dey happen every year, but this year he say e worst because he no even know wetin again e for do. Na that make dem sef dey call on the government and sorry art organizations dem say they don tire for live this kind life. Every year they get wetin dem dey expect when are problems. So for let the government, the public or sorry art organization dem come to the rescue. Me wey dey report na my name Bintiatu Esther Bangura, and this na Salon News. No forget to like, subscribe, or left your comments in the comment box. Till we meet again for more updates, I dey say tata to you.
Papa God will say thank you. Watao watareke wiku. Papa God will say thank you. Watao watareke wiku. Papa God will say thank you.
And then I'm going to jump down there. This is a problem. Hey, you outside the body boats, and then I'm going to jump down there. This is a problem. Hey, you outside the body boats, and then I'm going to jump down there. This
So, me man. Dan de yana eh. Oh shit. Shit. Oh no! Oh my God! Oh no, Papa! This is nice flavor. Thank you, boss. Very cool. Go up down there, go down there, go. Wait. Go up this way.
Welcome to TVS or TV Salon. Today is Sunday, the 28th of August 2022. And of course, TVS with the report and let people decide. And today, of course, today I know say the program, the issues, we can look at the issues behind the headlines and try to give context, analyze, and give meaning to the issues today. And of course, today we will talk about the situation of Freetown. We don't make news in the country and all over. We now the mudslide we actually happened there. We kill some people, destroy some property, and a lot of people today not able to do the normal business. Some people are still more as a lot of small people. In this situation, we know to today begin. It can happen every year. So that's what we can discuss today, and also get a short report to do over for play later. For this TVS, we did live on the website www.tvsalon.com. We also do on live on Facebook, TV Salon. We also do on Twitter, TV Salon. And also, if you get an Android phone, when you see the QR code, you can download TVS app. Of course, so that will be part of the family. Or if you use iPhone, go to Limex TV, Limex TV, and of course, we download them. Look for TV Salon as one of the stations that will be on Limex TV. So this TVS and Mina Alpha Kamara, your host and producer. And like I said today, we'll talk about the environment concern by the country as we don't see this month's slide. And of course, we'll also go on social media for review some of the posts that we people in the post regarding the situation. I'm not go far because we are for give the information and let you for decide. Also get to correspondence with them join me soon from the northern parts of Sierra Leone, McKinney, where we'll discuss the situation because flooding not today begin upon a salon. Every year we must get flooding situations, particularly in the capital. So another August. Remember Anytime we go stretch, when are the trends in the country, and the tenant will get problem then, on Freetown. And the slum areas, as usual, you always hit same movies. What's not the problem? How to address the situation of flooding where they go on the country, where they affect the country every year? Within the authorities they need for you. You say can add your suggestion, add your comments, or you say add your voice in this discussion because TVS members say they are for report and left you for decide. Okay, so like I say, we will try for give context to the situation and also analyze and let you for decide. So this is TVS, and you said be part of the program, send a text, contribute to the program, and be part of the family. The time now 16 minutes on past 3 o'clock Eastern time in the US and 16 past 7 Freetown right now. Want to say sorry to all the one that we lost their family members for this flooding. Like I said, we do a report we get for watch very soon. But in the meantime, stay with TBS, subscribe, be part of the family, add a comment. Within the government, with the authorities, they need for do, and even the residents in Freetown all need for do for address the concern flooding. Way can affect people in every year. Environment, people in most of Freetown, the hills and the other side, the ocean. Instead of context to this situation. But this not TVS with the report LFA for decide. So first, we could go and watch this report. We put together after this situation happened. We actually put them through the videos with some of the correspondents and some of the people who use social media have been post about the situation where they go on and the information we don't confirm. Say already 6 people don't die in the country through this flooding way happened the 28th August when actually Sunday. We'll watch this report and we'll come back to discuss after that. Six people don't die in a Freetown salon today Sunday, August 28th, for second heavy rain and the Wickham in the capital city. According to the authority then, the 6 people already died. Now 4 men them, 1 woman and 1 small kid. The authorities say the 6 people died when the house collapsed last night during the heavy rain. Now one side of Freetown where they call Lookington outside KC, now the eastern part, now the capital city. Lost plenty property, some house broke, some property there including motorcar and Tina house, all the water and go, and flooding still heavy in the capital as we put this report together. Some people now the community then try for rescue or help other people when they try for dig for pull the one within a ground, also for help people and for let them cross or for open gutter outside water don't flood and don't spoil the gutter there. This other resident, Esatuma Sari, in the eastern part of the country, himself had a voice for sake of how he feel about this kind of thing really happen.
The situation at Freetown really bad, and as they see as like when they receive the information concerning the current situation from Sakila Road, Pandeba Road, go to Lukita, go to Kanigo. And it is really sad. People that they face a lot of problems today. When at the 28th, it's really bad actually. At the feel sad really when I go through photos. for try for see wetin they go actually on at some communities. Then it really sad, and I don't know why, because this na a thing where it happen every year. So I don't really know why the leaders they not go try for put like measures in place for the kind of bad things they are where they happen at the country, because this thing really they happen every year. I remember now look at time they also get a most likely fall on two houses.
This is not the first time violent crime problem they had happen in Freetown. Every year inside rain season, plenty rain can come. We can kill people, displace people, and also force people in, especially one within a slum area like Kube or make them commodity. For help them people away, most of them, they poor, even when they eat, no problem. For TV Salon, this is not Alpha Kamara, put this report. All right, that are the reports we'll put together for the situation we happen in Freetown. That just the reports, of course. The reports are on joining me live. Umu Toronka from McKinney. Hello, Umu. Good evening. How about it?
Yes, good evening, Alpha, and to Fumble where they watch TVS. While not the northern part of Sierra Leone, it be rain since morning until this evening hours. The rain been they come seriously, but inside McKinney town to be specific, Kusai a day. Now only the flood areas them now where done they use for flood get some flash floods like in the early hours of the morning. We colleagues them like go out in the area. We try for like contact them for know waiting at the flash floods we use for the happen. Now it happen at the communities and they like the Mabuaka highway around the swampy area. There Wopolo Road, Dong by the community. Nah, that's part of the country. But like for ya, we're not able for know but anybody we lost in life through that process there. Although people in property them, some of them well because the water take over the room stem, then property them soak, so then be challenged for they move them from one location to another. As me been Mabuaka Road when Umujalo, they say from where this rain begin come since midnight, then we don't pack them things them now as in say it been popo in Grand Pekin, as it be the first for claim if a wound and it needs them also a wound. Say the Fordona got na the by command them will be the pass go pull am na the gossa. They say if not that the water for don't take am go. But like for ya, we not get any loss of life yet we recorded. We don't know for other areas. Overall, na salon as you don't put the reports together, family don't see now waiting happen today na Freetown, different places na Freetown. People then lost their lives, property then damaged, houses then destroyed. It be so pathetic as you watch some video in the worker on top of the roof of a house. It's really sad na salon today as people in the try for mend the situation we just passed August 10th. Some of the way lost their happen back today. And this not so the first time for make it happen na salon. They don't feel like a norm now. Say every year inside August, if we not get earthquake, we go get flooding, people go lost their lives. We turn out the noble for find solution to them. But it's not only about the solution, but reasons same way they embark on them for go they continue for do one, where they continue for make this flooding happen. One pandem existing biology. We see where they say because if then they love we see people then go through challenges back like this season, plenty houses they roof they fly go, people then go through so many things because we not get them again where they capture the wind and the earth, then they mine. People then they do all kinds type of mining, then they do diamond mining, gold mining, it go into people not say now not so even the places several other places then they go discover they say well this not mining site. Interestingly, the other reason where like they know they clean them gutters then we expect like the authorities them we get the responsibility for do that to rainy season, they expected them for the clean then drainage system so that the water will get free side for pass. If rain comes, no matter how serious the rain, if the road get water for more than anybody. But we're not seeing that happening. And the disaster management institutions, they can just wait where the issue don't happen. I begin then they go like solve the situation instead of preventing it. So it's really not putting Sierra Leone's name to a positive light, because all of this, then they report bottom, like we say, it's cry today, they're not left with pain. This not left some people homeless. Then one the way they provide for them, some of them, and they don't left into this kind of situation. Interestingly, Alpha, as with the church owner, they go host now then particular communities and the way they know say that disaster whole area, themselves gets themselves for be blamed. Let's say the government's not give alternative community. But you don't know, say living in this community is very risky for you. A village you there, as you life safe. There and live your life where you know say you not go get any stress. But some man are just for let them say, are they Freetown? Now that's not the name where they defend say because are they big town. You go risk your life at the end of the day. You end up you
Okay. Thank you, Umu. We'll come
so
back
the problem just fall at the shoulder of one person.
Thank you.
Okay.
We'll come back to you, Umu. We'll take a short break as we try to fix some technical issues. We'll come back just about this TVS and the program that the issues. We'll be right back.
A generation that ignores its history has no past and no future. That's why I'm here to remind you of your history right now. Today in History is a daily recap of Sierra Leonean historical events that are almost forgotten. So join me, Alpha Camara, live from the US with the program Today in History on this channel across the world.